Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I've been on the air here, but we're back. So today we're going to review a new product that was sent to me. I want to check it out. It's an antenna. It's a really cool antenna. And we're going to do some updates and kind of tell you what's been going on for the past 6-7 months since I've been absent from YouTube. That is right here, right now on Ham Radio for Non-Techies. Welcome back to Ham Radio for Non-Techies, guys. My name is Scott. My call sign is KI5NPL, and I run the Ham Radio for Non-Techies channel, as well as the Ham Radio for Non-Techies.com website. So today, like I said, we're going to do a review on a product that was sent to me by a company that makes these really cool little antennas. We're going to check it out and go out and test it and see what I think about it. Getting to where I've been and what's been going on, as you guys know, recently, about 1.5 years ago, I got out of the SEO and website business and started becoming a day trader. So I went in for training, and I've been going to school for this and doing it in actively live trading and stuff. And it takes a lot of mental energy. Even though we only work for about 1.5 hours, 2 hours a day, there's a lot of prep time before the market opens we have to get into, and I'm not going to get into all that. It's not worth it. If you know, you know. I also got into some new hobbies, and one of those is competitive shooting. So I've been doing competitive shooting. I'm getting into the USPSA competition stuff, and I built up a nice little pew-pew and went and did my first match and came out 3rd place on that. So I was very happy about that. So I've been trying to focus on that. I got my sponsor help me out right now, getting some new gear for some of my upcoming matches and things like that. If you guys have not been to the website, hamradiofornontechies.com, let's pop over there real quick. So here on the website is hamradiofornontechies.com. I've got a really good comprehensive site here. It's really, again, geared a lot towards beginners, people are just kind of looking for a direction of where to go. But you have all your resources here explaining stuff to you in plain English, showing you, places you can purchase the different books to study for your tests, your exams. I have all kinds of stuff here for apps and things and so on and so forth. But what I wanted to focus on mainly up at the top here, there's a couple different little buttons here. At the very top, we have this current ham radio propagation conditions. So when you click on that, that's going to bring you to the propagation charts showing you what the conditions are for the various bands. The biggest question I've gotten from people lately has been, how accurate are these charts? I'm out in such place. Look at the very top here in red, right here, guys. This right here tells you everything you need to know. And it says they're not 100% accurate. These are based on algorithms and things that whoever created these, has found. And it gives a base idea. It's not gospel. So when you go down and look at the charts here, look at the different bands. Like today, we're going to be testing out hopefully 10 meters, 15, 17, 20, and 40. Now 40 here says poor. Now that may be the case, but we're going to find out. We might find some people on the 40-meter band when we go out and test this antenna out. But we're going to see. So take this with a grain of salt. This gives you a base idea of what to look for. So with that being said, guys, utilize the site, utilize this page. I think this is one of the most visited pages on my website from a lot of people, according to the analytics I'm getting. So that's the propagation conditions charts. Use them, but don't base everything on them. Go out. Your conditions where you are might be different from what's being shown on those charts. I have no control over that. That was written by somebody else. Okay, going back to the front page again. So the other thing people have been asking me about is when I built the DX Commander, there are these little charm bracelet beads that I use to identify each of the bands on the different wires that are coming out for the different bands on the antenna. And I use it on both the regular DX Commander and the DX Commander Expedition. So to find those, again, go to my Amazon store. I've got a lot of stuff on here, and not really much of it has changed. This is all relevant stuff just for today. Right here. DIY ham radio stuff. There's 35 items in there. If you click on that, you'll see these things. Now, if this particular item is unavailable, you can look up, this. You can just copy this right here, 300 or 7x7 millimeter letter beads, and somewhere around you should be able to find these things. It looks like these are currently unavailable, so let's just do a quick search with 7x7 letter beads and see what comes up. Copy that. We'll paste that right into here. And boom, there's all kinds of people out there offering these things, and you can get them between, $5 and $7. So utilize this. and hopefully you'll find what you're looking for. But going back to the store here, like I said, there's a lot of stuff on the store here that is good. It's all tools. Everything you see here is stuff that I own or similar, and it's all good stuff. Like I said, I try to weed out the garbage and make sure that when you guys are going to be spending your hard-earned money, you're getting quality, you're getting a good item that's going to last forever if you take care of it, and stuff that can actually help you in your ham radio journey. Okay, so with that, let's get out of here, and let's go back to the package I got. So this was sent to me by a company called Spooltenna, and we're going to pop it open here. So you get a cool little fun fact sheet talking about the antenna, giving some stuff. We're going to cover that here in the presentation shortly. But here's the actual box with the antenna in it. So if we open this up, they opted to send me their 25-foot RG316 cable, I believe it is. So this is a cool little coax cable. It has 5 ferrites on it, BNC connectors on the other end. And then we have finally the actual antenna itself. Let's pop this thing open and take a look at it. Wow, that's pretty cool. So that's the actual antenna. All wrapped up, ready to go. And the idea of this is that everything is spooled into this unit they built here. And when you want to deploy it, it should be really simple to deploy because you're just going to put like a screwdriver or something in the center here and just wheel it out. When you're ready to wind it back up again, you put your screwdriver back in. There's a little knob right here. Little turning knob that allows you to basically wind this thing back up with ease. And so let's get into the presentation. This is the actual antenna. It's only about 1 inch thick, probably about 4.5, 5 inches in diameter. And it's got some pretty cool little features, which we're going to cover here in the presentation. So let's jump into the presentation real quick and get started. Okay, so this is the Spooltenna, the coolest end-fed half-wave you didn't know you needed. Let's see what we got here. So the quick features on this, the range is 40 meters to 10 meters. It is pre-tuned at the factory, so no tuner is needed. That I find really cool. I wish more antenna companies out there did this because there are people out there that might not have an analyzer or a way to tune their antennas or might not have the skill to do it just yet. And something like this, it comes out of the factory, pre-tuned, ready to roll, plug it in and go. Love it. I absolutely love it. This one is good for up to 100 watts on single sideband and 50 watts on CW or digital. The dimensions are 4.75 inches in diameter and 1 inch thick. It weighs 12.5 ounces, so just under a pound. And it comes with plus or minus 60 feet of 20 gauge tinned copper wire. There's also a 4 millimeter up here. Right here in this little section here, is a 4 millimeter banana clip to add radials if you choose to do that. Oh, maybe it's down here. My mistake. I'm sorry. It's just down here. So it's down here. You can actually put in your your banana clips to have those counterpoise wires. Optionally, as I said here, you can get the optional 25-foot RG316 coax with 5 ferrites. That's an additional $75. And yeah, this thing's pretty promising so far. Now, as far as deployment goes, there are 2 ways to deploy this antenna. When he sent me the video and I saw him doing it, he actually had the antenna deployed where the body of the antenna was up top hanging off the pole and the wire ran down to wherever he was operating. But then he also had coax coming from the top of the pole all the way down and going out to his radio. I think that's a little odd for me. But if you have that new POTA Explorer, the POTA 33 heavy duty from Gigaparts, this would absolutely be a fine way to deploy this antenna. If you don't have that, I did call and I asked, hey, can this be deployed in opposite? I mean, obviously, probably can, but I wanted to just make sure. And he said, absolutely, you can deploy it the other way. So we have up here, we have the wire up on top, and then you have the antenna down here. Now, I'm not going to be deploying my antenna and have the main body of the antenna sitting on the ground or anything like that. I'm going to use one of my little electric fence poles, and I'll show you that when we get out in the field. And I'll have it hanging off of that to keep it off the ground. 1, to keep it clean, and 2, just I don't want to have to deal with anything dragging on the ground. So we'll get that all taken care of. We'll run that cable back that they gave us, give it a shot, and we're gonna pump some wattage through it. So what this means for you. If all the tests go out well and everything else, I have worked out a deal with them. And if you use the coupon code HR4NT, you will get free shipping with your purchase. So I'll send you the all the links, everything will be down below for this, and we'll get it all handled and rocking and rolling. But for right now, with that being said, guys, I want to get this thing outside and get out in the field, set it up, and give it a test, and we're going to put it through the paces. We'll check the SWR on 4 different bands with this. We'll try to make some, maybe hunt some POTA while we're out there. Since I'm not going to be an actual POTA park, I'm not going to be out there as an activator. So I'll just go out and hunt other people that might be online at the time. We'll have to see what who's out there, what's going on. We'll give this a shot and go check it out. So I will see you guys out in the field. All right, guys, this is going to be my take 2, because when I came out here to film last week, when I was supposed to be releasing this video, and I shot all the video demonstrating the antenna and everything else, it turns out that the audio did not record. So when I got back to the studio and loaded up all the clips, there was no audio in anything. So we're going to redo the whole thing again. We're going to set the antenna up. Today I've got one of my little electronic gate poles out here, which I'll show you here in a second. We're going to set the camera up here and just let you guys watch me set it up. It's really simple to set up, and we're going to get this thing on the air, try to make a couple contacts, do some POTA hunting. So stick around. Sometimes it helps if you lean your pole out enough so it doesn't get pulled off the tree. All right, let's hook up the coax. All right, guys, so I got the antenna set up. I'm going to show you how we did it here real quick. As you saw, I put it up on the pole up there in the tree on the far end there. And we got the tree, the wires up on the pole way up there. And down here, I used the relief thing and tied it to a little piece of 550 cord that's on one of these electric fence things I told you about that you can get over at Home Depot, like $3. Very nice to have. It's all plastic except for the base, which has a metal spike which you can stick in the ground. I'm also using that RG316 cable they gave to me. Had to get it untangled here a little bit, but that's all running back here. And that is running into my 7300, which we now have fired up. So we're going to do a quick SWR test on the different bands. We'll go to the middle of the different bands this thing's tuned for and see what the SWR is. We'll go from there. Okay, we're going to start off with 40 meters. So the middle of that in the general is 7.237. So we'll go to the 40 meter band and we'll do 7.237. All right, so we'll hit menu. We'll do our SWR. We'll hit play. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So SWR there is about 1.1 to 1, which is pretty fantastic, I would say. Considering. So we're going to go up to the next band. So that'll be 20 meters. So on the 20 meter band, that'll be 14.287. 14. And we'll go back to here. So about 1.2 to 1 on the 20 meter, center of the 20 meter band. Pretty impressed. Okay, now we'll go to 15, which is going to be 21.362. See what we got here. A little bit over 1.5 to 1, still good, not a deal breaker. But I'm happy with those results. And now we'll test out 10 meters. And 10 meters be 29.000. Let's see what we get there. Okay, on 10 meters, about 1.3, 1.4 to 1. Still very good. I think that's pretty impressive. For a pre-tuned antenna ready to go out of the box, I can work with that. So let's get it all set up here. Let's go see if we can hunt some POTA, people, and make a couple contacts and see where it takes us. Okay, so we're gonna hunt some POTA here real quick. Didn't realize I forgot to turn on the damn camera. I just made a contact on 15, looked over my camera to talk to you guys about it real quick. Got a guy in New Jersey, and yeah, I didn't hit record, so we're gonna try that again. We'll have to try a different band though. 20 meters has been kind of weird today. There's people on there, but I'm getting them in really strong, but I'm not hearing anybody doing POTA just yet, so we'll keep running around. We might check 40, even though 40 looks like it's probably gonna be running pretty bad, but we'll give it a shot, so just stick around.
At a station inning and Tango Bravo.
Maybe our first POTA, or second POTA call.
It was at Kilo Quebec 4, Whiskey Tango Bravo. Whiskey Bravo 9, Kilo Whiskey Delta, CQ POTA.
Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima.
Okay, Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima. You're coming in 5959 in Texas.
Okay, copy the 59 Texas. You're also a good 59 here in Missouri and US 1745.
Copy you 59 in Missouri. I appreciate the call, and I'll talk to you soon. 73.
73, good luck to you today. We'll talk to you somewhere down the line. 73. CQ POTA. This is Kilo Fox 0, November Delta, US 4372. Keyword that.
Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima.
Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima.
I got you here about a 5-5 in Texas. 5-5 in Texas.
Okay, QSL, I'll give you a 5-5 back.
Appreciate the contact. 73.
Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima. Second Texas station in a row here. 5-5 and Fort Park in Iowa.
Copy the 5-5. I appreciate the call. We'll see you soon. 73.
Thanks, Doug. 73.
Oh, that's a duel. I guess two people running in a park there. Two guys working a POTA park. That was pretty cool. I had to go back and listen later. I think it was Iowa. So that was kind of cool. Came in a little bit weak. It was kind of fluctuating a little bit, but the bands are being kind of weird, and people just aren't out doing POTA today for some reason. Or they started coming out right after noon. So we'll keep searching here. I think 20 meters is going to be the basis for where all my contacts today are going to be. I did 15. I got one on 15 out of Missouri, but I didn't record it. And 15 I couldn't get a hold, or 17 couldn't get a hold of anybody. 10 meter was dead. 20 meters got a lot of activity. It's a lot of nets going on. Of course, you know, FT-8 and stuff like that. So I'm going to see if I can hunt around a little bit more on the 20 meter band and get a couple more things. But so far, look, guys, this thing is performing just fine. You know, I do think it's going to be a good performing antenna. I'll give you my final thoughts when we get done here. Let's try to make some more contacts. Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima. I'm copying you about a 2.9 in Texas. There's a lot of QRM on the line.
Well, thank you, no, I got you on the line.
73. I got another one. There's people bleeding over into the 20 meter band. We're at 14.281, and there's somebody like right above and right below her, and they're not being courteous, guys. You know, try to be a couple megahertz away from other people that are operating, so you don't bleed into their portion of the band there. We'll keep looking around, see what we can get. That coincidentally, that signal was very weak, so I got her about a 2.9. She was coming up 9 on my meter, but you know, I could barely hear. I can understand her. I'm right against the speaker here, and I don't know if the microphone picked up. We'll find out in post. But I got her about a 2.9, and you know, it works out. She still heard me. She still got the contact. So that worked out just fine. All right, let's keep going.
Sure as that. Kilo Mike 5, Radio Fox, POTA.
Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima.
All right, was it Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima?
That is correct. Kilo India 5, November Papa Lima. You're coming in a strong 5959 in Texas.
All right, thank you, Scott. And you're also coming in 59 plus 10 into the park, US 2335, Kansas.
Copy, Kansas, the 59. I appreciate the call. 73.
Yeah, it's kind of odd for Texas to come into Kansas. I know, because when I'm hunting, I can hardly hear them. Where I live down there is 30 miles south of Dallas. 73.
73. All right, I think I'm going to call it there, guys. 20 meters is popping because people are coming in. The bands are kind of fluctuating a little bit, but people are out there doing POTA and stuff. I picked up about 3 or 4 of them. I got the guy on 15. Nothing on 10. I can hear people on 40 meters, but I'm not picking up any POTA people. A lot of people having conversations, and my God, you people like to talk about your doctor visits. Unbelievable. Anyway, so let's take this thing tear this thing down real quick. Go back to the studio, and we'll just do a quick recap, and I'll tell you what I think of what I think of the antenna. All right, guys, so we're back in the studio, and what do I think of the Spooltenna? Well, it performed just fine for me. Granted, the bands were a little weird today. 20 was going in and out, but I picked up most people on 20. I got the one guy on 15. I did hear people on 17, but I checked the SWR on 17. It was a little high, so if you're going to use it on 17, you might want to use a tuner. But for 40, 20, 15, and 10, it absolutely performed just fine and perfectly. When you order this antenna, they give you a readout of the SWR test for that particular antenna you purchased. And it shows you what on a graph, what you got there. So who is this for? I think anybody would enjoy this antenna simply because of the way that it deploys and wraps up. Your standard end-fed half wave, you got that X-shape wire winder, and that's just a pain in the butt. This thing shaved off probably a couple minutes off of me having to do all that stuff with my other end-fed half waves, and it seemed to perform just fine. The guy I picked up in Missouri, I got him. He got me at a 5.9. I got him at a 5.5. So I'm very impressed by this. But who's this for? I'd say anybody who's looking for a good end-fed half wave, a solid platform for an end-fed half wave. It's small and portable, easy to use, easy to deploy. I would especially recommend it to new people that just got your general, you don't have an analyzer. This is going to be an answer for you because that gets you on the air immediately. It's literally plug and play. So as long as you have a pole or some rope or something, get that wire up in the tree there and run your coax to your radio, you're good to go. No tuning necessary. So yeah, I think if you're interested in this thing, it's $149 at the current time of this recording this video, and I think it's worth it. I mean, the gimmick, it's gimmicky, but in a good way. And putting an antenna like this on a spool that even has the little handle here, you can toggle when you put a screwdriver in it to turn this thing and wind it up. That makes it really nice. And they have this little rubber band retention thing on here that allows you to keep all your wire from unwinding on you. So I think it's very well thought out. I think it's very well built. And I think you guys should go over there and blow up their website with orders and get one for yourself. I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. I think it's a fantastic little antenna. And let's go back to my main cam here. I think it'll serve you for a long time. If you don't want to mess around with analyzers and mess around with SWR and tuners or having a tuner with you and stuff like that, or if your radio doesn't have a built-in tuner, this is going to be an answer for you. It's going to be a very, very good answer. And like I said earlier, I think more antenna companies out there should offer something, at least something that's pre-tuned for people. I think that makes it a lot easier for people to get into the game and really start enjoying radio, because down the road, you're going to end up buying an analyzer. You're going to end up buying all the stuff you need to build your own antennas and check your SWR, make your cuts and stuff like that, like we do with our regular end-fed half waves. But this, for what it is, I believe you're going to have you have good options with this. So anyway, guys, you saw the results. You saw how easy it was to put it up and everything. Taking it down was next to no problem. The only problems were on my end with not having audio recording, so that kind of sucked. But other than that, I think that's ready to rock and roll. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video today, please like and subscribe. Liking the video tells Google that I'm doing the right thing, or tells YouTube I'm doing the right thing, that you want to see more videos like this. It'll show it to more people, making it more popular. And subscribing is free. You come by, you help support the channel. I do videos. I try to do videos regularly now, or I'm going to be trying to do videos regularly now. And, you know, we'll see where this goes. Like I said, I've just been really busy lately with a lot of stuff, but, you know, we'll get it rocking and rolling. Anyway, guys, my name is Scott. My call sign is KI5MPL. This is Ham Radio for Non-Techies, and we are clear.